They can see me, but they can't see you. Doesn't look like. Hello, Home Slices. It's Kiera with Home Slice Adulting, and I'm coming to you hands-free in the car with Calvin. Say hello, Calvin.
Hello, Home Slices.
Hey, so we just got out of the movie theater just a little while ago after watching Black Panther, the movie, and I feel like we definitely have to come to you with a review. FYI, there definitely will be spoilers, because I feel like it would be relatively hard to talk about this movie without spoiling anything, so just keep that in mind.
I'm gonna do my best to stay away from spoilers for you guys.
Well, if you're gonna do it, then I have to do it too. Anyways, so Calvin, what did you think of the movie?
So the movie was done very well. It's a Marvel movie, so of course you're gonna expect great.
Marvelous.
You're gonna expect great cinematography, the visual effects. All of that was done spectacularly well. The plot was really good, so that's a plus. So overall, I would give the movie an A.
I'll also give the movie an A. I just feel like it's a wonderful time. It's a wonderful time for them to do this. You know, Black History Month, you know, Black Panthers. But also I feel like it's wonderful that Marvel actually put something together that had all the money behind it that it was supposed to have, had all of the appropriate, you know, stars and the appropriate, you know, graphics and, you know, all that kind of stuff, because we all remember what a disaster Catwoman was. And it's like, you know, we like Halle Berry or whatever, but she was like one of the only black people in the movie, and the movie also sucked. So it was great to see a lot of black people doing a wonderful job in an imaginary world that we all wish we kind of lived in, okay?
Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about, how impactful was it on the black culture? So the movie was good at showing black people, hey, this is what you guys could be if you really worked at it, you know, you've studied, you're focused. But I feel like they didn't really touch on real life issues that are still present today. Like, you know, black people still being shot or not getting fair shakes, things like that. So they were kind of hands off. They said, you know, black people were struggling, but they didn't really go into the specific details.
Okay, so here is what I think the major message of the movie is for me, and I hope other people get the same thing from it, is that we have people who are African American, black, whatever you want to call them, that are very rich, that are very that have excelled, that are very highly educated, and I feel like a lot of them do not do what they need to do to give back to the community so that more black people can rise to the level of excellence that they have. And I feel like one of the major messages in the movie is that when you have a gift, you know, as any person or any, you know, person of color, you have a sort of obligation to not hide that gift and to give that gift to other people so that they can rise to the occasion. And that to me was a major theme in the movie, is that, you know, we're hiding this thing that we have from the world, but that's stopping progress for other people who it can help.
That's a good taking from a standpoint from that.
So yeah, but as far as the impact on the black community, I feel like it should inspire people to, you know, to strive for black excellence. But I'm under the impression that the pride and everything that people feel about this movie is kind of a faddish.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which sucks. But that's the nature of, you know, anything in pop culture. You know, nothing lasts forever.
The movie, if you actually, you know, you dig into it, it did have a really good positive message. So there is something you can take away from it.
Right. So what do you think about the cast?
The cast was great. They had a few A-list celebrities, I would say, in my opinion. And they had some not so well known, but if you watch modern television, you would know them celebrities. So I think they did a really good job there.
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with the casting as well. I thought it was real interesting. I feel like as much as I like Chadwick Boseman and everything that he brings to the role of the Black Panther, I feel like they could have found somebody who embodied the Black Panther a little bit more.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
I feel like that there is some actor out there that could have done a better job. Not that he's not, it's not that he's lacking anything, it's just something in me is saying that there's another Black Panther out there that is just maybe not as old as Chadwick Boseman. I don't know.
I think he did a good job, so I'm gonna disagree with her on that.
I'm not saying he didn't do a good job. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like that there was another person that might have been able to do a better job. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but I have a certain affinity for movies to kind of mimic real life. So when there are movies where African Americans have to put on fake African accents, I don't like that personally. So the fact that he had to put on a fake accent, and then, you know, Angela Bassett did too, it bothers me a little bit. Because I kind of feel like it's taking opportunities from people who are actually African a little bit. But you know what, we're not going to get into the politics of, you know, film so these days.
Either you want real Africans or you want a good cast, A-list celebrity cast who's going to actually deliver.
But there are African,
not well-known Africans who are going to, the cast they had did a really good job. The movie was well done. So I mean, you could sacrifice on some of the roles, I guess, to get more authentic Africans, but people weren't really going to know them, so they're not going to have as much star power behind it.
Let's keep it all the way real. Half the stars in the movie you didn't even know were in the movie. When
surprised.
When Michael B. Jordan showed up on the screen, he was like, "Oh, I didn't know Michael B. Jordan." Michael B. Jordan is like one of the biggest draws for the movie.
I purposely did not watch any of the trailers for it, so I could be surprised.
I'm saying that it kind of messes up your argument about having star power when you didn't pay attention. People know who he is.
So if they say, "Hey, Michael B. Jordan's gonna be in the movie," then okay, he's gonna be in the movie. Not hey, you got Zamunda that's gonna be in this movie here. You know, people aren't gonna know who that is.
Oh, look, that's just something that kind of takes away from the authenticity to me. Not that it made a big deal, because the movie was great, and I definitely give the movie like an A or A+. But I just feel like it could have been like cool to have like real African, you know. But yeah, so what else about the movie? We talked about the cast. What about like the graphics, I guess?
The visual effects are really good. You know, of course, Marvel's going to do a great job, so they didn't hold any punches. Everything was done exceedingly well, so I would give them an A+ there.
Right, because like I said, it was great to see that they, you know, pulled out all the stops and then do like another Catwoman. Or like, you know, black people always talk about how when things are given to them, they're of a lesser quality, or like, oh, Black History Month is the shortest month in the year, or, you know, they abolished slavery, but Jim Crow was almost worse, you know. So we always feel like we have hand-me-downs, and this was something that we have, you know, as black people. I mean, and I feel like we have to address all the haters that, all of the very woke people who kind of, the people who are awoke, and who claim that because Black Panther was put out by a white-owned company, that it is just something to take more money from black people, or things along those lines. It bothers me that people who are woke are gonna sleep on a good movie that is about black unity and, you know, all these wonderful aspects of being, you know, a black person.
Because regardless of whoever the owner of the company is, you know, black people wouldn't go out and make a Black Panther movie of this caliber, to be honest with you. They don't have the capital, for one thing, to put a cast together like Marvel did. So they have the money behind them. I don't feel like the movie had any hidden messages that was deceitful or derogatory. So I feel like they just did a good job. They put out a good movie. They kept it with the black people in mind, I would say, and they did a good job sticking to it.
Now I'm not gonna go as far as him saying that if this production was put together by brown people, that it would be as bad.
You would see it on BET.
No, look, what I'm saying is that it's Marvel's property, so it's not like they're gonna hand it over to somebody to do something that is theirs.
If anybody else had done it, I don't think the quality would have been as good.
Well, nobody else can do it because they don't own the rights to it, is what I'm saying.
Even still, if somebody else could have the rights. So I think Marvel did a good job. They didn't hold any punches.
Yeah, anything else you want to talk about revolving, around the movie? Oh, so since we're not doing spoilers, if you are in the movie theater trying to watch Black Panther, stick around to the very end of the movie. Don't get up and leave, because Marvel always has little previews and stuff at the end. So they have them in this one, and wait till the very end.
See if you can piece together the end person who is of Caucasian descent into the other Marvel movies.
Calvin didn't. I did. Yeah, but overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I really feel like I can go out and conquer the world and be, black girl magic, all over the place. I thought it was wonderful how they painted a picture of Wakanda, of being this beautiful, like, black utopia where the natural resources that they had were their own and were not stolen from them, and that the main person who was like making the technological advances was a black woman. I feel like that's powerful, because not only do we need more brown people, or I'll say black people, in the STEM fields, we need more women in the STEM fields as well.
Well, instead of moving being about what was the metal? Vibranium. You can make a movie about a city being built of gold or diamonds. Same concept. Because that's what's happening.
Right. All the good resources are being stolen from, even now, being stolen, from Africa. So I feel like the movie was really good. I felt like the story, this is as much as I'm going to give away about the storyline. The storyline to me was very resembling of The Lion King.
Oh, no. No, it was not.
Not very. When you see the movie, if you have not seen the movie already, or if you have seen the movie already, you kind of know what I'm talking about. And The Lion King is about appropriately claiming the throne. So to me, it's simple.
We're going to end it with this. The closest thing to The Lion King I would give her is in the beginning of the movie, you could have went,
no, absolutely not.
Okay, we can end it there.
Absolutely not. Well, thank you guys for watching. This has been our review for Black Panther. It's real interesting. Y'all can't see us, but hopefully you can hear us, and y'all might hear a little bit of road noise in the background, so sorry about that. But thank you guys for watching, and peace out, home slices.
Bye.